What's your forced to grow up too fast story? I was 12 when my older brother Jake got arrested and my parents made me his alibi. If anyone asks, he was home with you all night playing video games, my dad said, gripping my shoulders so tight it hurt. Family sticks together, you understand me? Jake had gotten caught spray painting the school gym at 2 a.m., but there were rumors he'd done way worse stuff. Stolen bikes, broken windows, maybe even dealing drugs to middle schoolers. My parents were convinced the cops were targeting him because he had long hair and wore all black, so I became his personal lie machine. When Officer Martinez came to our door asking questions, I looked him straight in the eye and said, Jake never left the house. We played Call of Duty until midnight, then he went to bed. Perfect alibi. The lying got easier after that. Principal called about Jake skipping. He was sick with food poisoning. Neighbor saw him breaking mailboxes. Must have been someone else. Jake was helping me with homework all evening. Ask mom. I started keeping a composition notebook hidden under my mattress, writing down every fake story so I could keep them straight. March 15th. Jake home all evening, watched Netflix with me. March 22nd. Jake at library studying until 9 p.m. March 28th. Jake had stomach flu. Couldn't leave bathroom. The worst part was Jake knew exactly what I was doing for him. He'd smirk and ruffle my hair like I was his little pet. Thanks, bro. You're really saving my butt here. Then 5 minutes later, he'd steal $20 from my birthday money or break my PlayStation controller when he was having a bad day. My grades started tanking because I spent more time memorizing alibis than studying for actual tests. Mrs. Chen kept me after math class asking if everything was okay at home. I got really good at fake smiling and changing the subject to literally anything else. My friends stopped inviting me to hang out because I always had to rush home to help with family stuff. Really, I just needed to be available in case anyone called asking about Jake's whereabouts. Tommy's mom even asked my mom if I was being abused because I seemed so nervous all the time. Mom would coach me before school some mornings like I was preparing for the Olympics. Remember, if anyone asks about last Tuesday, Jake was helping Dad fix the transmission in the garage until 11 p.m. She'd quiz me like it was homework, making sure I had every single detail memorized perfectly. Dad would practice interrogation scenarios with me at dinner. What if they ask what game you played? What if they want to know what you ate for snacks? What if they ask about the bathroom breaks? I felt like I was training to be a professional witness. I felt like I was living in some weird spy movie, except instead of saving the world, I was just covering for my loser brother who couldn't stop getting in trouble. Other kids my age were worried about soccer tryouts and crush drama. I was memorizing fake timelines and practicing my poker face. The breaking point came 3 months later when Jake got arrested again, this time for vandalizing 6 cars in the Walmart parking lot with a baseball bat. Security cameras caught everything in 4K detail. Officer Martinez showed up at our door again, but this time he looked tired and sad instead of suspicious. He sat me down at our kitchen table while my parents hovered nearby like bodyguards. Son, he said quietly, we know you've been lying for him. The cameras don't lie. Your brother wasn't home Tuesday night like you said. We have footage of him at Walmart at 11:47 p.m. I could feel my parents staring at me from across the room, silently begging me to stick to our rehearsed story. Jake was looking at me from the hallway with this expectant smile, like I was his personal get-out-of-jail-free card that always worked. For months, I'd been the perfect little soldier, following orders, protecting the family name, keeping our secrets locked tight. But sitting there with Officer Martinez being so gentle and patient, treating me like an actual kid instead of a criminal, I just completely broke. I started crying and told him everything. Every lie, every fake alibi, every time I'd covered for Jake when he was out destroying other people's property. The notebook under my mattress, the coaching sessions, the practice interrogations. My parents didn't speak to me for 2 straight weeks, except to tell me I was grounded. Jake got sentenced to 6 months in juvenile detention and had to pay thousands in restitution to the car owners. But for the first time since this whole nightmare started, I could sleep through the night without worrying about what story I'd have to tell tomorrow. Sometimes loyalty means knowing when to stop enabling someone you love, even if it makes you the family traitor forever.